Hello Gemini, this is Inspire 2016 with your weekly tarot reading for the week commencing the 17th of December until the 24th of December 2018. The first card for you is representing, how do you feel about yourself? Your card is the Five of Wands. You are in the midst of conflict, tension and competition, and it is impacting your ability to move forward with your goals. Rather than being able to work together with others, you are coming up against it and are constantly being challenged on your point of view. The trouble is that everyone is trying to express their point of view and opinions, but no one is listening, and so there is little progress. There is only conflict, and there is little or no value in the discussions that are occurring. Similarly, this card is representative of a group of people who are committed to an end, but they cannot fully agree on how to implement this goal, as each has their individual agenda as to how to bring this to fruition. Aim to turn this into constructive conflict by allowing each person to openly share their thoughts, but then listen to other people's thoughts. Once everyone has been heard and all opinions have been considered, determine the best path forward. The Five of Wands encourages an enthusiastic approach to change. Change is coming, whether you like it or not. However, your challenge will be in ensuring that everyone is on the same page and is focused on dealing with this change constructively and positively. Currently, there is scattered energy resulting from misdirected enthusiasm. Everyone has many ideas, but no one is there to bring them into one consistent path forward. Your role may be in identifying a clear strategy and purpose that can be implemented by all involved. The second card for you is representing, what do you want most right now? Your card is the Seven of Cups. What do you want most right now is clarity of making choices that have been presented to you. Although dreaming is beautiful and provides inspiration for action, you must at some point abandon your castles in the sky and begin to build those castles in your real life. A choice must be made, even though the apparent multiplicity of options seems to paralyze you with either fear or excessive anticipation. If you are unable to make a decision because of too many options, it is time to carefully evaluate the pros and cons of each option and make a thoughtful choice. You also need to be very clear about what it is you are working towards so that you can make the best choice. Make your decision with caution, as all is not what it seems to be. Great opportunities may turn out to be major problems later on, while less enticing options may turn out to be golden opportunities. With the Seven of Cups, there is a risk of illusion. You need to separate what is real from what is illusion. Protect yourself against unclear or wishful thinking and habitual daydreaming. Avoid intoxication and escapism. Oftentimes, this card shows choices and plans that have little or no basis in reality. Such things are typical of the developed imagination, and fine if they stay in the imagination. However, when you try to implement those ideas in the real world, you are leaving yourself open to inevitable disappointment when you realize that your vision simply does not work. The third card for you is representing your fears. Your card is the Three of Cups. You are afraid of betrayal of trust and possible cheating from someone close to you. On a broader scale, your creativity may be stifled and instead you are being forced to conform to the group in which you are operating. You may be part of a very tight-knit group that does things a certain way and is not open to innovation or alternative approaches. You need to consider whether you are willing to sacrifice your creative abilities in favor of the group's desires. The Three of Cups may also reflect isolation from others. If this is the case, it is time to take charge of the situation and to reconnect with your community. Consider joining a group or organization, and if the need for support is present, seek out the necessary resources. Similarly, You have lost touch with your close friends, perhaps due to a falling out or other, more demanding priorities such as work or family commitments. See this card as a reminder to reconnect with your friends, let your hair down and have a good time, without worrying too much about the consequences. On the other hand, the Three of Cups may indicate overindulgence in the party scene. You may be spending most nights out at bars and nightclubs, indulging in drugs and alcohol and throwing caution to the wind. You may also be in the work hard, play hard mindset, when what you need is greater balance in your life. Be mindful about the longer-term consequences of your actions and ask yourself whether this is indeed a sustainable lifestyle. Take a break from the social scene to regroup and get some much-needed sleep. The fourth card for you is representing what is going for you. Your card is the Four of Swords. This is a period of rest and recovery after a time of challenge, with the promise that, once recovered, you can and will return to the challenge. In the meantime, the Four of Swords provides a new challenge, to stay silent and inactive. This is the time to build up your mental strength. Meditate and spend time in a calm atmosphere. You need to replenish your strength and spend time in spiritual thinking. You need to rest and relax. The Four of Swords is a reminder that after every crisis and before every new challenge, there is always a time of relaxation and contemplation. Constant stress and tension will break even the hardest and most resilient of people, but brief periods of rest enable you to refresh your energy, concentration and focus, ready for the next challenge. These rests should be used wisely, to heal the body and ready the mind. The Four of Swords is also a sign that you can stop worrying, put down your defenses and take a breather from the chaos around you. For the moment there is a truce and you can catch your breath without being attacked again. However, bear in mind that a truce and peace are not the same thing. The Four of Swords is a guarantee that challenges will return to your life as soon as you are ready to face them, so make the most of the stillness and quiet you have earned, but never lose sight of the fact that the battle is not yet over, and that there is still work to be done. The fifth card for you is representing what is going against you. The Nine of Wands. You may be afraid and hesitant to make a long-term commitment. You may be feeling as if life is all work and no play, and you may feel overcome by responsibilities or a lack of support from those around you. You may also be lacking the necessary resources, such as finances, skills or time, in order to deal with the challenges head-on. As such, you are hesitant to make any commitments in fear that your responsibilities will become all too much. You may also be more inclined to be a little on edge and on the defensive. The boundaries you have set around yourself are now becoming your cage, locking you into your old habits and behaviors. Be careful of dwelling on past frustrations and grievances. Just try to let go. You need to be mindful not to make assumptions or hasty judgments. Lighten up a little and return to the Eight of Wands, where you take life as it comes in all its various forms. Go with the flow and release yourself of the pressures you are feeling. A holiday or a break might do you some good, where you can re-energize and rejuvenate yourself. Sometimes, the Nine of Wands can indicate extreme paranoia or even schizophrenia. You may feel as though you are constantly under attack or are being watched. Oftentimes, this is indicative of a fear from within, rather than an actual external threat. Counseling or psychological help is advised. The last card for you is representing the likely outcome that you may have. Your card is the King of Swords. There would be a male significant figure in your life, most likely from air signs, just like yourself, who has the courage and intellect to accomplish all that he desires. you need to adopt a very stern but fair role. You have clarity of mind and can perceive the truth right now, so you must take the lead with providing an objective point of view. You are well positioned to judge your situation appropriately and identify the limiting behaviors that are getting in the way. This is a time when you need to leave emotions out of it, and remain as objective and rational as possible. You may need to reason with others and be quite direct about what you are observing. You may be concerned that you are not being particularly caring or sympathetic, but at this point in time, this detachment is what is needed most. Similarly, the King of Swords encourages you to use your logic and intellect to navigate your path ahead. You will need to get to the heart of the matter, make firm and well-researched decisions, and ensure that you are firm but fair in your dealings with others. You need to be able to take any situation, look at it with total impartiality, and then come to a decision that is both fair and insightful. Oftentimes, the King of Swords represents a professional advisor, such as a solicitor or attorney, financial advisor or taxation consultant. This advisor has a solid reputation and a vast amount of knowledge in his particular field, and will provide you with objective, well-researched advice about your own situation. He is completely impartial, and will draw upon his experience and his innate knowledge of the rules, systems and structures that are in place. He may come across as detached or disinterested in your personal circumstances, unless it relates specifically to the type of advice he is giving you. This is so that he can provide only the most relevant and objective advice to you. He prides himself in his expertise and qualifications, and is likely to charge a high fee for his services. Nonetheless, he offers the rigor and specialist knowledge that you need right now. This king is also a man of the highest ethical standards. It is impossible to corrupt him, and as such he acts as a pillar of strength who gives sound advice to everyone, no matter who they are. What is more, he firmly expects others to operate by the rules of the law and will not tolerate others who break the law. Last but not least, the guidance card for you is the Partnership. This card speaks to the influence of other people in your life, such as a romantic or marital partner or work associate. Trust the first thought or feeling that you have about the word partnership, as your higher self already knows the truth about these influencing energies. If you feel that certain people are adversely affecting you, this card signals the need to take a relationship inventory, to bring positive energy to the relationships or to decrease your involvement with them. Studies are showing that a person's income is proportionate to that of the people he or she spends time with. If you hang out with those who complain, this will bring you down. If you spend time with those who are working to improve their lives and this world, you'll feel inspired. This card also signals a business partnership, and again, trust your first thought or feeling for inner guidance. Many successful businesses are formed from partnerships, so you may be guided to network with others or to join a networking group to meet potential partners. God is guiding you to the right people to support the fruition of your divine life purpose.
I hope that you enjoy everything, and if you like the reading, just please click subscribe and you will get instant notifications every time we publish a new video right to your YouTube. Thanks.